Casino del Sol Stadium. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off-seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Fafita. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Got it set up on the outside. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Running inside, it's Craig. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Switch it, switch it. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to the counter play. Might have a chance. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason thing. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot. And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. A run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going back to the ground. Maybe some room here. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Stepping to the right. He'll try, breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Arizona comes out with another first down. Running the red zone, it's Craig. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone, and the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Fafita. This time on target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, it's been a tale of two quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple of touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to run, it's Craig. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Craig. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Arizona runs out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buchanan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Underwood. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Buchanan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Richardson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these 2 teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Arizona is set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the...
There's some room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Marshall. Turning it on! Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Rides the option, he keeps it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the run, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Craig. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out fast. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Craig. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give to the back. Maybe a crease. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Fafita. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Complete. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Underwood from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. In the red area, it's Marshall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He's looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Underwood. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, he lobs one high down the left side. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.